Hi everyone, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have a Divine Masculine Twin Flame read for you for today, June 19th, 2019. Just a few things before I get into the read. It's still, the energy is very stressful. I feel it mostly in my chest, like it's hard to breathe. So I don't know if you're feeling that. You may be feeling that. Last night, actually late afternoon to last night, like all night, I just felt wasted. So I don't know if my twin was out celebrating or something, but it could have just been the energies as well. But I definitely felt like I couldn't, function. I felt like I was kind of wasted. So let me know if you guys experienced anything like that below. And then I watched a movie with one of the songs in the movie was But I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. So of course I cried a bit from that movie, needless to say. But today I spent some time hanging out with my son and going out and about, so we had a nice day. It's been kind of stormy on and off, like the sun would come out and then all of a sudden the storm would come in. Then we had a flood warning that came up, and we saw 2 ambulances at least on the way out to where we were going. So there's still a lot of that full moon energy hanging around still today. There's just 121, the magician, and the completion of the world and culminations. So today, being the 19th, is all about the sun and that masculine energy, exposing things, having high energy, but also the sun can be reversed, so you may have low energy. It just depends on your situation today. The day adds up to 37, which is the King of Cups. So overall, you would think they're positive energies, but it depends on your aspecting or your perspective, because there's definitely some King of Cups reversed around here today, for sure. And the sun reversed. Definitely some lower energy still with the stressful chest feeling, and just not feeling like working out today, that kind of thing. And in the read today, I was definitely getting the King of Cups. I did a feminine read too as well today, which I'm not going to post right now just because I'm tired. But the King of Cups came up in the underlying energy for both reads again. So this is like 3 or 4 days in a row where there was at least one card in the exact same position between the masculine and the feminine read. So today that was the King of Cups, but it was reversed energy in both reads. Okay, it doesn't have to be a big deal that the King of Cups is reversed. It could just be someone who's moody. So we'll get in with the read now, okay? So the read that today was done I finished about 9:11 to 9:13, and 13 is a big number for today. I woke up at 13 and I just wrote down 13 twice. My mail just ended in 13. I think it was, what was that? My mail's been coming up a significant number every time I look at it, but it was 12313 at 7:13. I woke up at 13. The read was done at 13. So, and that's death, transformation, transition. So that was a big theme today as well. The masculine read done at 9:13, and they're both endings with the 9 and 13. The major arcana were Ascension, and this is all the Sirian Starseed deck is the main deck. Ascension is the world, transition is the death card, strength, and then the after the read cards that I pulled were Luna and Abundance, which are the moon and the Empress. There was 1 cup, 3 swords, and 4 wands. There were no pentacles in the masculine read this morning, and the court cards were King of Cups, Knight of Wands, and Queen of Wands. And the numbers and the code line were all around spiritual career, spiritual partnership, healing, and self-love. So very positive as far as the journey is concerned. The numbers that came up for you guys were 97 to 99. So there are 2 9s and 2 3s in the read. So 39 is the Knight of Cups, and actually for the feminine, the clarification cards ended on the Knight of Cups upright, so that was very positive at the end. Also 100 came up, 33, 99, like I said. The sequence 1 2 3, 1 2 3 jump. 9 10 begin again. 1 3 4 came up, so again there's another 13 there. And then 12, which is the Hangman, 23, the King of Wands, 37, the King of Cups, and 79, which is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow for me. The message here about spiritual career and partnership and healing and self-love for the masculine, and don't forget this is the masculine within the feminine as well. The wise hermit, or 9, the feminine within the masculine, the 1 and the 2, the masculine and the feminine, transition through testing here, okay, which I can attest to with my son out today. I definitely snapped at him once because he just was huffing, when he didn't approve of what I was doing or something like that. So it was definitely a test to see how you do as far as reacting to certain things today. To clear the collective consciousness, again, the Hermit, the Chariot, number 7 came up, as well as 012 and 701, and transition, the High Road test, in regards to spirituality, spiritual career, partnership, healing, and self-love, loving yourself first. Also could be the Queen, needing to clean your car. The Chariot came up with Magician embodiment, the High Priestess transition, the High Road, the Empress, the test, and it may be that test, but also testing you on being, taking the High Road part-time, like being in your Empress part-time and then being in your Magician embodiment part-time. Or the Queen Hermit 007 transition through this test of how you do out in the world as far as reacting to things. So getting right into the read, the underlying energies, and I allowed 3 cards to pull up underneath again. I don't know why I keep getting guided to pull 3 cards beneath, but I have been. So this was the underlying energy, the King of Cups, or Master of Chalices. The 10 of Orbs was just behind that, 9 of Chalices behind that, and then the Queen of Cups behind that, or the Sage of Chalices. Okay, and like I said, the King of Cups was definitely reversed, but the Queen of Cups was upright in the read, in the clarifications. So let's see how we go here. So the King of Cups, and then that was at 9:29. Some of the energies that come up right away in the read are Libra reversed, Gemini upright, Scorpio and Cancer, not sure which direction, but they were both there in the underlying energies immediately. The King of Cups, message of love, friendly message of split or needs clarity and wants to take it slow. After betrayal, pain, or just a massage, happy on his own with Queen of Cups behind him or supporting him. So it could be someone behind him, leaving them behind in a partnership or marriage, or it could represent the Divine Feminine actually supporting him. But she was upright. After the full moon, and I wanted to bring up too that the Queen of Wands was also in the read reversed, okay? So after the full moon transition and seeing it for what it is, the false light arousal between Scorpio and Cancer energies, at war within self, as horse faces the shadow dog, a religious leader, cult-ish, like the dog rounding up the horses, keeping them fenced in. As the sun rises behind the twins, along with compassion, taking others down, turns him on, makes him happy when the day is done. Like a samurai master teaching his students, but just an enemy to himself, taking down the old way of doing things, bringing Stone Age into the modern society, giving up the shirt and tie for a more relaxed way of being, going back to a more peaceful way of being, yet in a modern way. Fred Flintstone on crack, whistleblower at invasion of Normandy, calling the game, time to end the war, time for self-love, not false light, time for unconditional love. The Wicked Witch is dead. The Divine Masculine received offer of new life from Rainbow Bridge, leaving fighting and competition below in the 3D, giving up the hard physical labor for the younger and lower vibrational and artistic performances, the Flash Mob. So Flash Mob came up, and then right after that, A Time for Us from Romeo and Juliet came up, and then Somewhere from West Side Story, which happened to be 1961, which is the year I was born, and that was Tony and Maria. And actually West Side Story was originally East Side Story in 1949, and Maria was actually a Jewish girl coming together with a Catholic boy, and spirits connecting with me. And actually the songs that came up from West Side Story were the Rumble, which is the face-off, like the Flash Mob, and they literally was in the movie because they're dancing and singing. The Rumble, face-off, and also Cool, like when they were trying to act cool. And that was definitely energies that was coming up for the masculine today. And caring what people think when you're out in public, like especially when you're out with your kids and they don't want you to embarrass them, that kind of energy. The Sharks and the Jets were the gangs in West Side Story. But I was also getting that this is the energy was giving up West Side Story for Romeo and Juliet, because West Side Story was very 3D, whereas Romeo and Juliet was more etheric, a more high-level energy of unrequited love. And give relationship a chance. So give relationship a chance was underneath, and then the top card for the underlying energy for the masculine was unrequited love. And remember that if Romeo and Juliet were, oh, by the way, when I woke up at 8:13 this morning, it was a scam call that woke me up at 13. Romeo and Juliet today, they wouldn't have died because Romeo and Juliet would have been communicating telepathically, so they would have known that they're okay. So we turned the page, it's 9:59, and the energy that came up here was Aquarius reversed. It was just 11:11. Home, a rejected proposal, marriage, union, thinking of someone while committed to someone else, stealing energy, the Queen of Cups nurturing, and the King of Cups or Queen of Cups, the Queen of Cups nurturing the King of Cups, or the Queen of Cups pacifying the little boy to get attention from the King of Cups. The karmic may be cheating with a younger man, but staying in the marriage for the money and stability and the gifts. Or divine masculine pacifying the karmic with a hug, but really thinking of himself as the King of Cups with the divine feminine. Either way, there's cheating going on behind the King of Cups' back, maybe a gardener or pool boy, someone who works at the house, or they're gay in a relationship with their best friend who's over the house all the time. Leo or ego behind it was coming up here. And again, this is not for everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't make it fit. It was just 1217 of wisdom and the star energy, getting a lot of attention. Happy ending came up for the masculine as the top card, number 93, and then beneath that was individuality, number 11, so to make sure you're authentic to yourself in order to bring that happy ending, which has come. The Page of Swords is coming up as a sneaky little shit, and the King of Pentacles is reversed, and the Queen of Swords reversed in the underlying energy, but those two may be caught, him looking to her as to what to do, she a Mona Lisa smile, and the truth that's been covered up. A bad decision to deliberate for so long. The Page of Swords tackling the same old song. Or the King of Pentacles reversed is just an immature little boy, and the Queen of Swords reversed is being sneaky and telling half-truths and fleeing the scene of the crime during deliberations, or trying to get out of jury duty but got caught, or tried to get away with a theft or something else but left evidence behind. Not a good idea. Or someone funneling funds or ideas, or coming clean in court after the fact. Or someone didn't get into the royal ballet. Or the King of Pentacles reversed coming clean about verbal abuse, or using royal ties to get out of a judgment, a court order, or jury duty. Shady deals and ties to power or political figures, even fixing parking tickets or gambling issues. Or just the King of Cups deliberating for too long enough to learn who in his life he cannot trust, and dropping burdens, hard work, making confessions to be on his own. No love lost there. Happy ending. For the King of Cups, I don't know, he was reversed here. It has yet to be seen. Recently for the masculine is the Nine of Orbs. Stress, possibly, up nights, purging or crying, lowballing. So someone may be trying to lowball an offer, or showing his or her hand, loss of money, power, and independence, out in the cold, left behind. And the King of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Swords reversed, and King of Cups, they were all reversed. The Empress then comes up reversed as well here. In lack, unsatisfied, showing arrogance, or a mother very unhappy or ill and feels like they've been left behind. The King of Cups, that the King of Cups has forgotten about her. Taurus came up reversed, and then Pisces upright. The Foundation came up as the Seven of Orbs. Okay, and for me this is often about passing on downloads, but you see there's something specific about the people watching down here today. See how they're noticing all the downloads? But the people who are watching the downloads are now turning their back to go to work and go forward. So a lot of the watchers may now be pushing their lives forward again, which is good. Downloads coming in, but may not be passing them on. Or sealed divine feminine is crying it out, purging in these heavy energies, and then right back to work. So that could just represent her as well. So I turn the page, it's 1041. 10 is the Wheel of Fortune, and 41 is the Ace of Cups. So that's very good luck in new love and self-love. Leo upright, Pisces reverse, Scorpio upright, and Cancer reverse, and Sagittarius reverse all came up here in the central energy. So centrally is the world. Okay? Completion, culmination, exposure, Leo, ego, and children. Jealousy, insincerity, lack of love, and ending the war, and emotionally detaching from Queen of Wands, who came up reversed. The divine masculine pushing her away. Was she reversed in that one? Let me double check that. No, actually she did not. She came up upright in this read. She came up reversed in the divine feminine read. So she's actually upright in this read. But still not a great situation coming up around all of them. But because all the masculines are reversed. I think I did all of the court cards, so I'll let you know that in a minute. But lack of love and ending the war and emotionally detaching from a Queen of Wands, divine masculine is pushing her away. Loveless partnership with Sagittarius female drinker or potion maker, deceiving in partnership. The challenge being transition portal, death, transformation. The Queen of Swords reversed, trapped in prison of anxiety or silence, studying the gold coin. Or the Queen of Swords reversed in a prison for being an opportunist, preying on loving mothers and loving children. Or the Queen of Swords reversed, a spoiled brat in prison of their own making, or rejected in deep grief, unable to get out of silence, trap, or negative self-talk, while the Queen of Cups with opportunity to speak on rejection and new love and self-love. The Queen of Cups is rejected. Queen of Cups rejected, trapped in her negative self-talk, but found an opportunity to learn about the gold coin, the collective consciousness, and be a student of love. The King of Swords is upright, but can be deceiving, may be dealing with difficult Sag teenager who's up all hours of the night. Parents may be all business, and teen is acting out, also pulling in younger sibling who feels rejected or deemed the spoiled baby and may have different mothers. Or the divine masculine teen may try to connect with the divine feminine child. She could be deceiving, trying to trap someone or doing spell work on them to hurt the mother, the divine feminine, with new love suddenly. So Virgo upright and Sagittarius reversed both come up here. So now crowning. So this was the challenge, was the transition card, okay, which you can clearly see this is a portal. So crowning is the Adept of Flames, which is like the Knight of Wands. Crowning the Knight of Wands, he's actually coming up in reversed energy, healing from separation with Hermit, shedding light on it, forgiveness for a negative past or difficult children, recovering practically, but impatient with deliberations or poor judgment or bad decisions. The Knight of Wands with good intentions to get things done, but falls short in energy today. Sagittarius reversed and Virgo upright, twins or kids, or not expressing feelings from the negative past, a love offer to the King of Pentacles reversed, and burning the past with Sagittarius female who acts like a logical man in order to deceive people in partnerships. Sagittarius teen with new passion possibly for an older man and hid feelings about it. Or this is the divine masculine's karmic, Sagittarius and or Leo or both, or divine masculine with Sagittarius clearly fantasizing at work about Queen of Cups that he rejected and dumping emotional attachments to get his wish of waking new love and telling her his wounded warrior story suddenly and wanting a new life, new passion and opportunity without being controlled. Soon for the masculine is the Three of Orbs. Separation and heartbreak and healing. twin connection in the 5D, rest in meditation with stuck emotions due to opportunities suddenly of the Queen of Cups and a marriage that is over, or the Queen of Cups and Taurus transform with news of both having new opportunities, a sudden new love and marriage of the Queen of Cups, or a transition, shift, death of religion or a commitment, or a contract or an establishment. As I turn the page, it's 1123, which is Justice and the King of Wands. So the masculine could be working like an assembly line, just trying to get as much done as possible, just go, 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 and never stopping. Or working on details or aligning, cracking codes, with help being offered from the 5D, as well as love now coming forward in the 3D. Lack of peace suddenly shifts as the Queen of Cups commits to Scorpio, or Queen of Cups, Taurus, Scorpio, offering each other gold coins in a message of love after sudden wake up to new passion, new life, or a mother and son or siblings come together in a new relationship or deepening their bond. The Divine Masculine sees himself as the twin flame. Okay, two of flames. Could be choosing a path as well. Divine Masculine is the twin flame, co-creating an offer of new passion, creation, growth. Aside from a dysfunctional family, or that the family will lose money, he may be saying this, well, the family may lose money if I leave, but they'll get over it. So that's one of the messages, that they'll get over the loss. Finances and career came up for the masculine, as well as romantic feelings. Engagement, so that a relationship is moving to the next level, and also you deserve love. And that's where the archer is pointing their arrow right at the twin flames. Sagittarius aiming arrows at the twins around the Divine Masculine, or how he is seen, is the Queen of Wands with their hands in everything. Drama Queen, rising above or up nights with insecurities or manipulations about sharing. Time, energy, and money, or needing to be the charitable one, or be seen that way. Clear blocks for the masculine of being present with an open heart at home, standing up to Leo and our ego and being strong. Strategizing a plan regarding injustice, or Libra. Letting go or spending savings to fix a car, or so you can move or travel. May have had to cancel a trip due to work issues. Self-love, healing, and spiritual partnership and spiritual career came up, but even more so at 2244 came up was nature. And 22 is the Fool, 44 is the grounding and integrating, the mastering of the Four of Cups. So nature, being natural and being out in nature, so important to allow things to occur naturally. There's a sudden, so this was around the masculine, is the Three of Flames, okay? And this was directly, or the Sage of Flames was, but this was the what the masculine used to clear, and it was also directly above the Queen of Flames. There may be a sudden date with their twin, or sudden date or twin path, or feeling jealousy for twins suddenly, or sudden need to choose a new path for the masculine. King of Wands coming clean about sneakiness and half-truths. Sagittarius or Leo with opportunity for new life, new passion, with gate open to the 5D and meditation with the Divine Feminine. So the signs that came up all around this were Sagittarius reversed, Leo upright, Pisces upright and reversed, Scorpio upright, Cancer reversed, Taurus reversed, Capricorn upright, Aquarius upright, and Aries reversed. Purging to offer love, or stressing about an offer of love, the King of Wands, strong tiger, is chomping at the bit with an eye on the prize, suddenly ready to devour their twin sexually, or sudden jealousy or strong intentions to ride in and sweep her off her feet, but may conk out at the last minute, or may be insincere and just want to sample her to confirm what he already knows. Drained by the full moon and past ignorance or control, or secret came out about false light at the full moon and not using intuition, about abundance or lack thereof of the Empress and new passion and creativity. So the last cards were that Strength card, which is the tiger in this deck, but also Luna, abundance, And then finally, the after the read cards were Ace of Flames. So I'll show you them how they came out, like this. All right, so it was like this. With the Strength card here is the Tiger. So for me, this is very much Sagittarius and Leo. And then we have Luna of the Moon and those huge emotions. So watch out for those water signs coming up in Cancer. And then the Abundance, but she was coming up in reversed as in lack for the Empress. And then the Ace of Flames, which that was upright. Okay. So the Page of Wands came up reversed, and it clarifies after this. The wounded warrior not present to new life, being controlling and ignoring, not in knowing, overpowered by false light at the full moon. The Empress reversed, wanting passion. He may feel overpowered by that false light at the full moon, but he is passionate for his work and his twin flame, holding tongue and being wise in limbo, so the Queen of Pentacles could sit on top, so she could come into her own. Negative past of the devil, shadow, of the Divine Masculine and giving up, so then he may feel like that's his shadow, is giving up too easily. Overindulging in negative self-talk and immature communication. Grounding and integrating a love offer and walking away from an Aquarius and Emperor reversed, or that could be the same person. So Emperor reversed and Aquarius both came up. They could be the same person, or they could be two. It actually could be the karmic and their father as well, especially if like it's a situation where the masculine works for the karmic's father and that kind of thing, which you know happens a lot in this situation. But if it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. So as I turned the page, it was 1152. 11 again is Justice, and 52 is the Queen of Swords. The King of Cups, and as I said, was reversed. And as I turned the page at 1152, I'm hearing the song in the other room, Love Takes Time. Okay? So the King of Cups reversed, emotionally detached and unsatisfied, or maybe a little bit of arrogance coming out, while the Divine Feminine is purging downloads. So he, she, or others can go on with their work and move forward as twin flames. The Queen of Wands, dissatisfied or arrogant in completion, death, or separation, presently playing the field, ready to devour the twins. Releasing full moon in lack with new passion for vengeance, perhaps. The King of Cups is unhappy and deliberating, risk of ending it, and with the Knight of Wands reversed, Sagittarius and King of Pentacles reversed, choosing to separate from Sag or Leo, Cancer, Pisces, or Taurus, the Queen of Wands open to the warpath, but possibly coming off differently to manipulate the situation. So she may be coming off as the upright Queen of Wands, but this came up the other day too, but her intentions may be negative, to kind of put people off guard by thinking everything's cool with her, and so that she can plot her vengeance and how to get back at the people in the situation, or catch the twins when vulnerable to her jealousy. The Queen of Wands is upright, and so is the King of Wands, but they're not together. But the King of Cups and Knight of Wands are both reversed. Not good energy here. She could be the Knight of Wands reversed, and him, the King of Cups, reversed. Or her father could be the King of Pentacles reversed, and his father could be the King of Cups reversed, or vice versa. But that's the way I get it. So there's something up here. Yeah, and there's definitely some other negative energy coming up around the Queen of Wands energy today, but also definitely Leo and Sagittarius come up with the Queen of Wands. And a lot of stuff between the water sign energies, especially Cancer and Scorpio today. Okay. And just some brief things real quick from the feminine read today. There were triple fives in the feminine read, as well as 3-3 and 10-10. 4-5-5-3, 4-5-5-5. The code line added up to 19, and it was all about love, domestic harmony, and leadership. The 4-2-2-1 was also in there. And 2-3-4-5, that sequence, number 57. 7-10, 23, 45, and 34. Oh, and also Lionel Richie came up, Lady. I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you. You have made me what I am, and I am yours. So I thought you'd like to know that. Let me just check real quick if I see anything else in here that I can tell you about. Alright, nothing else much that I want to bring up right now, because I wanted to pull you some cards. I'm going to show you the read before I forget. I'll show you the Divine Feminine read just in case you want to look at it yourself. But this is the basic read for the masculine read that I just showed you. And then here is the full read for the masculine that I just showed you. Okay, and then I don't think I took the picture for the basic read for the feminine, but I'll show you. This is the full feminine read that I did, in case you want to look at the cards. I'll show you a little bit closer up too, if you want. So this would be the beginning. Up here. Sorry, it like reversed on the screen, so. Alright, so I'm going to pick again just a few cards from the Good Tarot, just to see what comes up now. So take a deep breath. This is June 19, 2019, Day of the Sun and the 37, very masculine energy today. Might be a little bit moody as we go into shifting from Gemini to Cancer. Light back again. And we'll have to see how that goes. The Gemini, now both of my parents are Gemini and my brothers, so I'm very familiar. And so there definitely can be some sharp words that cause Cancer's feelings to be hurt. And I'm also Cancer rising, so I got both sides of that. But it should be positive for Cancer coming in, since Cancer's in the North Node. And maybe a welcomed relief, but also you're going to get a lot more moodiness in Cancer season. So, alright, so it's June 19, 2019 for everyone watching. The best and highest good of all is concerned. What do I need to know? What do I need to learn? Take that deep breath. What do I need to know? What are some last messages for everyone watching? What do they need to know? What are their messages? Let's see here. These are all coming out. And then, do I have to count those? Okay. Got a lot of cards to count. And then the bottom of the deck is Five of Fire. That's the bottom of the deck, the underlying energy. And that's conflict. Five of Fire is like Five of Wands. But in this deck, everything's more soft, so it's not so bad. Just could be like, I was just getting baby sitting in the corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, sorry they're a little sticky, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. That's the Page of Wands. And it's also Karma. Page of Wands. So excitement, inspiration. Also could be tantrums and frustration. The cards that came up for you guys, and the card that's on the bottom of that big pile I had to count is Six of Water reverse. So it's this Kids in the Garden normally, but it's reversed. So it's like a negative past, or the past returning, or kids are just being bad today or moody. Like I said, they could be very moody today. We have 5 cards here, plus 26 is the 31. So again, that's that expansion conflict energy. So I'm going to show you one at a time, just because they're so muted, it's hard to see the details in these pictures. So we have the Chariot upright, number 7. Then we have the 4 of Water upright, which is like the grounding and integrating card. Okay. And then we have the 5 of Water, which is usually the grief card. It's upright, not being able to let go of the past to go forward. And then we have the 6 of Earth, which is like the balancing card, the giving and taking and charitable and sharing card. That's upright. And then 7 of Fire is reversed. Okay, so like the unicorn. This is the card upright, so you can see it better. But it's reversed. So let me see what I'm getting from this. It's like I'm right off the bat getting that the Chariot is always like that bold move, but I'm getting there's like not enough energy today to go through with this bold move. So there's intentions behind a bold move, but it kind of gets watered down, right? The Fire gets watered down a bit, so it doesn't actually go through. With the 4 and 5 of Water, someone getting more moody, because that's really about then feeling sorry for yourself or being bored, and then going into feeling not wanting to let go of something, or going to grief feelings and maybe purging a bit. And then we have the 6 of Earth, of trying to then balance out again, get rebalanced again and share with others, or by sharing with others. And then the 7 of Fire reversed. And the 7 of Fire is the standing up for yourself, but it's reversed, so it's kind of feeling, it could be overwhelmed by the energies, or just defenseless to the energies, because we're feeling so stressed out by the energies coming into the earth. And that just might be knocking you down right now. So it's just time to lay low and take it easy. Yeah. Just a lot of mood, and then, like I said, it might just be time to lay low with the kids, because the kids are moody, so they kind of need your attention and to keep things stabilized. But it's about you wanting to rush in and do things, and then the ideas kind of get washed out, and then it's more of you rebalancing yourself emotionally, so you stay stable for others by helping others out. And then just feeling kind of defenseless to the energies, but not caring what anyone thinks, because you know and you're wiser that you don't let those kind of things get to you. Okay. Yep. So there may be a little conflict energies today, but nothing huge. It's kind of like coming down off of the full moon, so it's really time to release, but you still get those effects, up to 3 days from the full moon pretty strongly. I want to pull from the past life deck too. Okay, it's 3800. That's the Queen of Cups. Take a deep breath, guys. Alright, it's June 19, 2019. For everyone watching, the best advice for the always concerned. What I need to know, what I need to know. They are in a line. They have only beautiful against what I want. God is on their side. Alright. Any more messages for us? We clarify the other cards that we played here. There's a bulk of cards came out. That was it. Native Americans at the bottom of the deck. So shaman energy. I always get what's his name? Alfalfa from Spanky and the Gang. I'm getting the measuring cup, and also I'm also getting origamis. And the portal energy again, but like a natural portal, or maybe a space shuttle landing. I don't know if there was any space shuttles that went up recently, but definitely could be the landing of the space shuttle, or it could be a spaceship that landed that we may not be aware of. There may be some ceremonies going on from the full moon. I'm getting the High Priestess that's underneath that underlying energy. Okay, so someone may have had some ceremonies, or just some ceremonies on their own in meditation, maybe out in the backyard in a tent, like communing more with nature, maybe in a cave. After having an inquisition, needing to take time out to yourself, like separating. So if you got in a little squabble with someone, you might have gone to your separate corners and then done a little meditation or gone outside to do it. So I have, let's see how many cards came up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. I'll show you them a couple at a time because I can't show them all at once. But okay, so the first 3 cards are the farm, karmic relationship, and communal living. They're all reversed. Okay, so you see communal living, there's karmic relationship, and the farm, all reversed. Then we have 4 more cards. We have angels and medicine man or woman upright, and then scribe or writer and phobias are both reversed. Alright, so we have here phobias, scribe or writer reversed, medicine man or woman, and angels. Okay, is upright. So let's see what I'm getting. I'm getting, so there's definitely been a karmic relationship ending. And I'm getting like the opposite of like when the guys say giddy up. It's like the end of the ride. The end of the ride, the end of the farm. And also it's the end of communal living, so there might have been it can be a communal living situation. It could just even be a neighborhood where everyone, I know like with my sister, they all go to each other's houses for parties on a regular basis. There could be something like that, where that's ended because of a breakup of a karmic relationship. Someone may have been gambling as well, so no more horse races. Maybe they have Sagittarius energy in them, the ones that they're referring to. But somebody's house might have been falling apart, or someone had to go off to war, or someone had to take care of a farm, literally. But maybe if they did leave, they're not coming back, or a house had to be torn down, or a building had to be torn down. So if you're an apartment building might have been condemned, or literally your house got condemned, or you had to sell it. But the partnership has ended, and someone might have had to sell a farm as well. Then we have just to call on your angels if you need them, or a shaman if you know one. It's not so much about writing or scribing right now. It's about just going within and grounding yourself. Letting go of the fears. Calling all angels. I'm getting too, like if you've been collecting feathers, you might want to make something artistic out of the feathers, like into something special for yourself. It was just 4422. So grounding and integrating, mastering your talents, and then the 22 of being the fool, taking a leap of faith. Mother Mary comes to me, let it be. Oh, I was just getting to the uncola nut in Live and Let Die. like the medicine man. There could be like some voodoo going on, like the dark side of being a shaman, or the dark side of Reiki, or anything like any practice like that, Wiccan, voodoo, all that kind of stuff. To call on your angels if you need the assistance. And that is directed specifically to a medicine man or woman. I'm getting like a contradiction in this picture, like the dream catcher. You know, you're catching dreams, and yet these look like couples of birds that have been hung, like Jesus. So like a contradiction that needs to come out there in that respect. You don't need to trap your dreams. You need to free your dreams. Okay? And then these two, that just to show you them upright, right? So if it was upright, you'd have phobias and scribe or writer. But we're not dealing with that phobias upright. So someone may have gotten over their fear of writing and letting their private life out into the public. So fear of writing, or fear of your private life being exposed, or a private letter being exposed, someone getting past all that stuff, or that your letters have been blocked or messages have been blocked. That's all about the fear of that and releasing the fear of that, to let go. Because the fear just causes more resistance to the situation and causes more blocks for you. Someone may be just scared in general to write down a diary or anything like that, for fear that that diary could get stolen. So they don't feel like they can journal, but this is letting go of those fears. That's good. You know, maybe in the past people were, burned at the stake or arrested or whatever for writing down their thoughts. Also the fear of writing a book. Somebody's gotten past that, which is good. Could be a medicine man or woman. About angels. A man and an angel. A book, maybe someone's title is a man and angel, and angels, or man angel. Yeah, just getting past fears, which is good. Fears of shamans, fears of any of that alternative belief or ritual practice, fear of writing, fear of angels, but the angels are upright. There's some conflict between just the idea of angels and then medicine man, because that, the medical community is much more intellectually based and logical, so they may not feed into the angel stories and all that kind of thing, but there may be a coming together here, especially with the shaman drawing the two worlds together and writing about it, not having a fear of writing about it. So that may be good, and bringing medicine into the spiritual world and vice versa. Yeah. Okay, so we have time. Alright, I'll pull you a Journey of Love card real quick, but that's it. Just one card. June 19, 2019. For everyone watching, the best and highest good of all is concerned. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? The Ancient Ones. And the bottom of the deck is Legacy of Light, number 53. 53 is the Knight of Swords. It's also the Catapult. Legacy of Light, so something coming in very quickly. I'm not going to read this one too, but this fell out after the first one. She Loves, which is number 61, which is the Seven of Swords is taking a risk in love. And the one that came out to read is 52, the Ancient Ones. Okay, and the 52 is the Queen of Swords. And 52 says, your spiritual growth is now acknowledged and witnessed by the heavenly ones that see beyond time and space into the reality of your soul. Do not lose heart if your spirituality is not fully acknowledged, understood, or appreciated by those around you in the physical world as yet. Though they may love you, it is most likely their vision is still bound by time and space, and they cannot see into the very real gains that you have made in the subtle worlds, where all true spiritual growth begins. So the Ancient Ones reach out to you to bring this message. We see you, beloved. We honor your growth. It is real, it is palpable, and soon it will manifest fully in the physical world. With breathtaking beauty, we honor your light. Namaste. This oracle brings guidance that you have taken a leap in personal growth. If you're still testing it in the physical world, trying to translate your inner changes into outer experiences, take heed. It's only a matter of time before you see reflected back to you in your physical world what you have become within. And you will see it mirrored back to you in the eyes of those around you in sacred relationship too. And the poem reads, here's wishing you some sunshine the day after the rain. Here's a hug of understanding when life seems filled with pain. Here's knowing that emotion, like wind, blows many ways, and our course will seem more certain with the dawn of each new day. And very much, which came up in conversation too, is about remembering to see the different perspective in things. So as soon as you get a negative slant on something, see how you can twist that around to make it a positive perspective. It's a lot easier than you think, so it might be a game to play with your kids as well. Alright, so make sure you drink your water and get your rest, and mostly just have fun. This is your life every day. Find a way to have fun. Do things that you love. Make a list of the things you love, and go out and help charities if you can't find something else to do to help you snap out of your slump. Okay? And rise and be love, you guys. Take it easy.